Welcome to Mover Speed Shop, and today we'll be showing you how to change the inner tube on your classic Vespa. First off, you want to remove the cap on your valve. Then you want to remove any excess air out of your tube. Now that the air has been removed from your tube, you can flip it over and in a crisscross pattern, loosen the 5 bolts holding the rim together. Remove all mounting hardware so as to not lose it. You can now start by splitting the rim. The best way to do it is to grab the correct tool for the correct job, which is in this case a tire lever. You're going to stick it in between the rim and the tire, and you are gently going to work the bead till the rim pops off. Now, flip the tire and remove the larger half. This one is a bit more tricky. Once it's out, you can pull the rim to the side and push out the valve, and there you go. You now have access to your tube, which you can remove just by grabbing it over here. Do be mindful of the valve, since you do not want to hurt it. And there you go, your tube and your tire. And now I'm going to show you how to assemble your Vespa rim and tire. Important thing to note, there's a size difference between the two rims. That is because on your classic Vespas, the wheel can only go on from the one side. We are going to start by inflating the tube ever so slightly, just so it takes shape. I like to use baby powder and apply it to the tube so that it slides freely inside the tire and doesn't get hooked or pinched or caught up. And I'm also going to be applying a little bit on the inside. You are going to install the inner tube to the tire, but do keep in mind this tire is a directional one, so the valve will be facing the left side. Now that the tube is inside the tire, you grab your larger half of the rim. Ensure that the valve goes through the hole and the guide. Push it through. It has a tendency to pull tight on the corner, so you want to make sure it does go down as evenly as possible. Then you are going to flip your rim back around. Take the other half. It also has an indentation for the valve. They will line up. You will now push down. If you hear metal on metal, you should be safe to flip the tire over, apply your locking hardware, and then your nut. Finger tighten all 5 nuts in the crisscross pattern like shown earlier. Once it's all been finger tightened, you can now, in the same crisscross pattern, nip them up to the correct spec, which in this case is 22 Newton meters. Just keep in mind the crisscross pattern to make sure that the rim is tightened evenly all the way through. Now that your rim has been properly secured, you can now inflate your inner tube. I do recommend an average of 2 bar, depending on use. And there you have it. You have now successfully changed your inner tube on your classic Vespa. This has been Mover Speed Shop. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more.